Alright boys, today we actually have brand new news with MLB The Show 21. Now if you don't know about Forbes, they're kind of a gaming and a highly rated article service that usually puts out really good articles and they back up and they fact check everything, so all of it's fact checked, all of it's okay, all of it's going to happen. Now they dropped a bomb with MLB The Show 21's things. They talked about stuff that's coming out, they talked about things that are happening, and they talked about things that they want to see in MLB The Show 21 for it to be successful. We're going to be going over that whole article, and we're also going to be kind of talking about how I am actually getting an Xbox Series X because of some of these things that have came out. I actually bought one and it's going to be coming in January 4th. I'm super hyped about it, but it's kind of the things. I am still going to get it on last gen console, but it's going to be really fun. So before we get in this video, make sure you guys hit that like and sub button as it helps me out a ton. We are on that road to 2,000 subscribers, so make sure you guys hit that sub button and let's get right into the freaking video. So Forbes.com actually decided to drop an MLB The Show 21 article, so that's kind of the news today and some of the things we're talking about. The first thing that I want to say is yes, I did buy an Xbox Series X. I bought one for about $700, so a lot of people who are wondering, well, how do I get my hands on a next-gen console? The sad thing and what I had to do is I went to eBay and I paid an upcharged price. And, you know, it wasn't the greatest price. As you look right now, they're all about $1,400, $900. I was able to snag one for about $700, which I thought wasn't very bad. $700 isn't that bad for a next-gen console right now. I mean, PS5s are even worse. But I'm getting the Xbox Series X, and one reason I'm getting the Xbox Series X is actually Crossplay. So Crossplay is going to be coming to MLB The Show 21. They ended up changing Sony San Diego Studios to San Diego Studios. There was a whole deal about that, and they are going to be producing the game to multiple consoles. We don't know if it's coming to PC yet, but we do know that it's going to come to Xbox, and it's going to come to Switch, and Forbes even talks about it. As you can see at the very bottom, we're going to kind of go bottom to top and skip around the article. If you don't know what Forbes is, it is a highly rated article site. They post tons of articles each day, news, video games, all sorts of stuff. It's pretty reliable source here, and we're gonna go over there. They're talking about MLB The Show 21 and some of the news, and the last thing that they said is multi-platform support. They talk about it. They say that we're gonna finally see MLB The Show 21 move to multiple platforms, which is huge. And Forbes, they wouldn't be putting this out. They don't really do fake information articles, so you're not gonna really see fake news on this. This just backs up my point that MLB The Show 21 is going to be coming multi-platform. It's going to be coming to Xbox. It's going to be coming to Nintendo Switch. The one thing we don't know yet is we don't know if we're going to get a PC version. And I know a lot of people are like, they kind of want that. And I know it's kind of a little bit skeptical and weird. But Madden has that, and so does 2K. So I would see it. Honestly, I don't know how that would work with mouse and keyboard. Also, MLB The Show 21 could be hacked a little bit. We also don't know if Crossplay is coming, but I could see Crossplay coming. It would be a lot of fun. I mean, it would be great to see some Xbox moves and some Nintendo Switch moves. A bunch of you guys would probably really enjoy that as much as I would. So it says that while it's awesome to see Xbox and Nintendo Switch fans finally get an opportunity to enjoy the premier console baseball title on the world, there should be some real excitement around the show on PC. Now that is the real key phrase and words coming out of this, so it's kind of just something that's awesome because basically they're talking about PC, they're talking about multi-platform, they're talking about how they are going to see this in MLB The Show 21, so it's just kind of a really cool article, kind of a cool little Forbes article. This is a lot of brand new news that came out, and some of this thing is crazy. I mean, I've been saying it since it's going to happen. I know Sony San Diego Studios is just San Diego Studios now, so that's huge. That is a big change. It's kind of a little bit of a hint. They've talked about it. They've announced that it's coming to multi-platform. Now, PC would be a lot of fun because one reason why I'm really excited as a creator is I'm going to be going on Xbox Series X. I'm going to still buy the console version on PS4 because I really want to see how it does, and I'm going to play it. I'm not going to buy a brand new PS5 probably for a little bit. I'm going to have the Series X. I'm going to be playing, and the one reason I'm really doing this is because as a YouTuber, that is a brand new market for me to go to. It's kind of unexplored. We don't really know yet, and I know a lot of the other creators are going to be playing on PS5, so I'm going to kind of go over there. It's going to be a good decision for me, so that's why I'm doing it. But there's still a bunch of stuff in this Forbes article that comes out, and we have to talk about it because honestly, there's a lot of it. So they talk about how they want to see it. They want to see the smart link to the last generation. So they want to say the big thing with NBA 2K21 and Madden 21 that were released in 2020 for next gen is they didn't have as much time for that to do next gen and last gen. And if you don't really know anything, Madden next gen is terrible. Madden Next Gen on Xbox Series X, I've heard terrible, absolute terrible things. Same with 2K21, it's very buggy, but the city is pretty cool. That is a cool thing. I'd say 2K definitely did better than Madden did, but the thing about that is that MLB The Show needs to have it just as good of a version on the brand new consoles as they do on the old consoles. You can't have all sorts of stuff like this. Also, they need to be making sure that that's a thing for Xbox One and PS4 too. They need to make sure that that is a complete and normal thing and that it's a great experience on those consoles. They can't just get rid of those consoles like Cyberpunk did, and they can't just say, last gen, it doesn't matter, that's not really where our fan base is. They need to be expanding the player base, and they need to be doing this really, really well. Xbox players need to be able to play with PS4 players. I'm a big advocate in crossplay. I think that I should be able to play on Xbox just the way that I'm able to play on PS4. I mean, Fortnite has done it. Call of Duty's done it. It's honestly becoming the big game standard for these AAA titles, and I really expect this to happen. Crossplay, it has to happen. And some of these things they need to happen. I don't know what else to say other than San Diego Studios is going to have to figure it out, and they're going to have to be able to make a kind of player base and stuff like that through there, because I would love to be able to have my progress on PS4 be the same progress as my team on Xbox. I don't want to be grinding 2 accounts, and Fortnite and Call of Duty are 2 games that do that perfectly. I would love it if they did that. I think it would make it a lot of a better game, and I think it would add a ton to the community and the game. I think it's necessary to happen. Now, the other things that they talk about aren't really huge, but they talk about create a ballpark. This is something that a lot of fans want to see. This is something that I want to see. I want to be able to play franchise mode, and I want to be able to build a franchise around a stadium that I was able to build. That'd be a lot of fun, especially in stuff like that. Diamond Ice would even make it really fun too. It'd be a great time. If they're not going to do a My Park type thing, they better create a ballpark. There better be new players that are really exciting. God, I hope that there's a Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson would be so sick. That's the one card that I really want to see next year. But create a ballpark, something that really has to happen. So this is a bunch of the news that came out. They don't really talk about a bunch more things. They talk about franchise a little bit. They don't really talk about DD that much, but it's just kind of something that I wanted to go over. And then enhanced presentation. Yeah, of course, they need better graphics on MLB The Show 21. Basically, you guys I really want to know what you guys think in the comment section below, because this is a lot of stuff that I want to see. This is finally some brand new news about MLB The Show 21, and it's just kind of something that I wanted to get out to you guys that you guys can see. We got a lot of new stuff here, and Forbes is kind of backing up some things. This is a highly rated site, so I'm really excited for this, and I'm excited that there's finally brand new news for MLB The Show 21. As always, if you made it to the end of the video, make sure you guys hit that like and sub button. I'd really appreciate it on that road to 2,000. Thank you guys so much. It might be out.